Hey guys, sorry for the late video. My older two daughters had soccer practice earlier today and I had to take the younger two with. And then we had to go straight to my older two daughters' school talent show, which they crushed it, by the way. But long night. But anyways, I had a chance to go through Meta's earnings as well as Microsoft and Tesla. First off, I wanted to say with Meta and Microsoft, they both reiterated their AI spend and defended it, saying that it's strategic and that the demand is only going to increase with what's happening with DeepSeek. So this is what we wanted to hear, especially in regards to NVIDIA. But again, obviously NVIDIA is dealing with these tariffs now that Trump put on Taiwan, and obviously they get their product from Taiwan Semiconductor. So I think it's going to be a tug of war for a while with NVIDIA. So I'm waiting to see which direction this goes, okay? And maybe we'll get a great dip buying opportunity even lower, okay? But in regards to Meta, let's start with their earnings. So they beat across the board. They did have a loss of $5 billion on their Reality Labs, which was the biggest loss they've ever taken. But overall, with the rest of their business crushing it, I think it's not that big of a deal, okay? And one day I think that'll pay off, okay? Not yet. But they did slightly miss on their next quarter guidance for revenue, okay, at the midpoint. But they don't give revenue guidance for the full year, okay? So keep that in mind. But EPS growth was solid. Like I said, they beat this quarter. Numbers look good. User growth has continued to climb. And the one thing I like to see was Meta AI went from 600 million users in December to 700 million users now in January. So over 1 month, or a little over 1 month, that's a big jump. And Mark Zuckerberg said that he expects them to get to 1 billion users in this year, which is huge. So they're going to keep rocking and rolling probably, okay? The nice thing, this company has never had too expensive of a valuation either. I kind of consider it like Google. Their price to earnings has never been, expensive compared to some of these other mega cap names, okay? But I'm not saying I'm buying it right now, guys. Okay, that's up to you, but I'm waiting for pullbacks on all of these, just so you know. But so Meta, nice thing too is their net income was up 49%, went up to 20.8 billion. So that was a huge jump as well. So they're nailing it right now. So Meta's, again, solid company. And then Microsoft, I mentioned, same thing. The AI spending CEO defended that, okay? And they missed, though, on their earnings. They were slight misses for this quarter, and their guidance, slight miss. Their Azure cloud revenue came in at 31% growth. They're looking for, I believe it's 32 to 33%. And this is the problem with, the law of large numbers, right? It's hard to keep showing accelerating revenue growth when you're comparing already off of big numbers. And so Microsoft is one of those companies. I don't think it's not gonna go up or down quickly, okay? But it did drop like 4.5% in after hours. So I think if you hold this long term, it's one I have in my retirement account, that it's going to be fine. But like I said, it's not going to be an exciting stock in my opinion, okay? So those are my thoughts on Microsoft. And then Tesla stock, they missed badly on this quarter and their guidance, okay? But a couple highlights why the stock actually popped after initially dropping is Musk wants to get to full self-driving by Q4 of this year, which would be a game changer. And with Trump in office and for deregulation, I could see that happening. And that, like I said, would unlock some value, right, with the stock. And then also their energy division was up 113%. So that's solid. Again, that division plus, the robotics, self-driving, that's what people are excited about. Obviously, their car business right now is not doing well, right, with the rebates and the EV mandate being reversed. That's not going to help. And obviously, their margins took a hit last quarter. They beat on margins. This time they did not. So for me, it's one I'm not buying, okay, right now either. Like I said, all three of these, I'm waiting for big dip buying opportunities, okay, before I jump in anything. Of course, I'll alert you guys, okay? And then, like I said, NVIDIA, waiting on that one as well. So kind of in a holding pattern, seeing what the market gives us with the earnings reports tomorrow. And then also remember PCE inflation on Friday. And if that came in hotter than expected, then the 10-year treasury yield could spike. Then people might be talking about, okay, maybe he's going to hike at the next meeting, and maybe that's where we catch a dip. We don't know, right? But let's just be patient. Let's see what the market gives us. And like I said, guys, I will alert you as soon as I see good opportunities. And where I like to buy, remember, in my short-term trading account as well as my long-term investing account. And so then, I like to trade it quickly in the short term, and then I let it ride, obviously, in the long-term account. So if you can't have two accounts, it's the best of both worlds because you can compartmentalize, right? In the short-term trading account, you can sell and ask questions later, which is great, knowing that you still have it going in your long-term account, with these quality, profitable names.